'Twas the night before Rufus, when all through the garage not a neighbor was staring or trying to sabotage. The beer was flowing by the bonfire with care, in hopes that Dale Jr. would soon be there. My bulldog was nestled, all snug in her bed, with visions of Long John Silver dancing in her head. I, with my special lady friend, still rocking my sweet polo shirt, until an alarm gave us an alert. When out on the patio there rose such a clatter, I sprang up from my chair to see what was the matter. Away to the window I scurried like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on my Dodge Dually with new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the object below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a nosy neighbor and his wife giving me a leer. He had a stupid grin and he was hiding behind a tree. I knew in a moment that it must be my neighbor Jarney. More rage than anger, I started to act strange. Jarney and I had a verbal exchange. Now Jarney, now Rufus. Now Jarney, now Rufus. Up to the top of the driveway at the top of the road. Now get, Jarney, get, hop like a toad. As Jarney leaves like a wild hurricane fly when he meets with an object that sent him into the sky. So up to the housetop, Jarney he flew, with a neighborhood full of laughter, and from myself too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of Jarney's tiny hoofs. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney Jarney came, looking like a clown. He was dirty from his head to his foot, and his clothes was all tarnished with ashes and soot. A fat lip he had flung onto his face, while he was looking like an alien from outer space. His eyes, how they twinkled, and he looked like he was fried. His cheeks were red, and his nose was leaning to the side. His little mouth was drawn up like he was going to cry, and the dirt on his chin was almost dry. The stumps he held tight in his tiny fist, and the smoke it encircled his head like a mist. He had a messed up face and a huge round belly that shook when I punched him like a bowl full of jelly. He was scared and frightened all the way to his brim, as I laughed while I was looking at him. A wink of my eye and a twist of my head, soon my buddy Dale Jr. walked up from the woodshed. He spoke not a word, and he had like a mouse. With his pants filled up, he turned into a roundhouse. As I picked him up and I fixed his nose, I gave him an uppercut, which he rose. He sprang through the roof as I gave him a whistle, and away he flew like he was a missile. But I heard him exclaim, as he drove out of sight, "You are the baddest man alive, Rufus, and to all a good night."